I remember that when I started playing League of Legends, I honestly felt that the tank champions was a stronger force or something like that. Yes, they have a large amount of armor and hellbound, they have a lot of crowd control, but at the same time, the great point is that they need to farm a lot to have money so they can buy core items and get stronger. And so they were very quick at the beginning of the game. I played quite a few fighter champions to face off against the enemy's tank champions. Most of the match, I hold a throne and sometimes easily win against the enemy. But today, I don't talk about how to win with those tank champions. Today, I want to talk about this annoying rock, Malphite.
Okay, so I think I will summarize this rock skill set. The Patsy Rider Shield. A Patsy that causes this rock to have a virtual armor in the health bar based on its maximum health. It doesn't sound like a scare in the early game, but if no one on your team play an AP champion or your ADC is not a magic damage champion, then in mid game and late game, this rock will easily punch you in the mouth and call you an idiot. Because once Malphite has the Percy armor and combat with W Percy, just a core item like Sunfire Aegis has made this rock hit almost 300 armor and is ready to run from the top lane to bot lane to play Family Simulator with enemies bot duo. Next up is Q, Seismic Shot, a skill that is very annoying to short range champions. It sends a circular rock fragment to its opponent, dealing magic damage and gaining movement speed for a few seconds. Why do I say this is an extremely annoying skill for short range fighter champions? If you play a champion with high CC or good pop skill, it is very normal to jet hit with this rock because you can bring his health bar down to close to yours or lower. But if you are playing a champion that doesn't have a mobility skill, you should make it clear that your chance of getting hit with it are lower than you think, unless you have course. Of course. Even Malphite's combination of Q with Arcane Comet and the Mana Flow Ban, along with the burning from Corrupting Potion, is a nightmare for champions with low or slow recovery like Garen, Jax, or champions that must climb to become stronger like Kale at the beginning of the game. Because if you just step up to farm, this stupid rock will cast Q on you and force you to retreat to the turret so it can farm in your helplessness. Let's continue with the ability that makes this already strong rock even stronger. It's W, Thunderclap. The skill helps Malphite farm faster. We already know that. But I'm not talking about this move when it's activated. I'm talking about the skill passive, which makes this rock a solid fortress. It makes Malphite's base armor to be triple as long as its passive virtual armor remains. If you don't get armor penetration early, the damage to this rock is extremely small, even if your team accidentally freeze the stone and make it strong. You use the full cell abilities and it is just some bullshit that pisses off this rock and gets it to notice you. So the advice is your team should have one person playing an AP champion or calling your homie to guide it, or otherwise Malphite will become a real tank that blows your team away. Here it is, the thing that creates the second terror for the ADC Ground Slam, aka is E, another annoying skill that put a lot of pressure on the enemy ADC. Malphite slapped the ground, but it prints a fist on the surface? Anyway, this move has a crippling effect, making the AC look like a pathetic chicken lying on the table and waiting to die because When Malphite is E, then your fire rate will only become the speed of the turtle and you cannot do anything but run like a dog. Do you think this stroke builds tank items and lacks a lot of damage? You were that wrong, my friend. This skill deals magic damage and it is proportional to the amount of armor Malphite has. The more armor Malphite has, the more magic damage it deals to enemy. Loss of armor, ability powers from E are proportional to armor, and they enough to make the enemy team's ADC die being bad. Do you think this skill is enough to make the enemy team's ADC run away from you as fast as possible? If not, then move on to the ultimate skill that trademark Malphite and set up a combo for a samurai that creates a green from his sword. Unstoppable Force. The greatest terror, Unstoppable Force. A move that is too familiar to everyone because of its simplicity and effectiveness in team fights. Malphite rushes to the target location, cloaking up and dealing magic damage to enemies in the target area. This skill is even a quick cast move. Just press R and this rock will rush into the enemy formation at full speed. With this skill, the stroke is no different from a nuclear bomb rushing straight into the enemy team and letting them know who is the boss here. After jumping in, it's gonna try to grab the enemy's ADC and chase him or her until they chat off for forgiveness. If you play Malphite and use this move correctly, you are the father of the enemy team. You use this wrong, you become an islet as a fox sandbag for the enemy team to punch you in the face. The balance between an idiot and a boss is fragile, so use this skin carefully. So why do I mention this rogue named Malphite? Honestly, I hate it. Based on the thing I mentioned above, Malphite is really an asshole in the diamond rank and below. Although I know there are many tank champions that are more cringer than Malphite, this shit deserves a place among them. Many times when I meet Malphite, I choose champions with good mobility and great time like Fiora or Darius with Ghost. And I thought I could win this match. But no. A champion with the ability to open team fight with a solo champion, of course. The champion that intimidates the fight will have more advantage over the other champion. And my team lose the last combat and lose the game too. For low rank player, if you brought up Vayne in the hope that your true damage from your W at long range would make Malphite lose the lane quickly, you are wrong. This rogue will build items with a style an AP assassin. If you get hit by Malphite squeeze, you lose some health and it do this many times and then when your health is low enough for it to one shot you, Malphite will use its massive body to rush at your Vayne. Scary, right? And sometimes this rogue will wait in the bush, wait for you to pass and kill you like the way Gary did before. Bad thing aside, this champion is kinda fun, especially when you make the enemy experience the feeling you had experienced before. You can find it funny, at some aspect. Believe me, I suffer a lot from this stupid rock and I want others to go through the same as me, so I play Malphite a lot. In addition, this champion is very easy to play and it can help you get out of low rank very quickly. Costing about 1350 blue essence and you got a champion to help you climb the rank quickly.